just to showcase that whenever there's a grouping of me and JMO comes first. I knew you'd like that one. I wrote that after I signed up. Anyway. Okay, well, the rest of this is going to be, I guess, Sierra's fault.
Oh,
Sierra. I had an option to do something that was less sad, and Sierra chose this. Anyway, this is an excerpt from a video that I'm working on, an early draft, called The Good Old Days. And I'm going to do it as well as I can from memory. We're going to hope that it's good. In 2015, well, I was 15 at the time. In 2015, I broke my arm, my left arm, and it was the middle of summer, which really sucked because that is when you want to do things with your arms. So I spent a large majority of my summer inside that summer, and having become a big fan, recently a newfound fan of the YouTuber Musil, who was a TF2 YouTuber, Team Fortress 2 YouTuber at the time, I decided to try the game. So I played it for a while, and then a year later I ended up playing it competitively. The lowest division, obviously, I was a 16-year-old, I was terrible at it. But I played the lowest division, and my first ever team was a team called Where's Dio, named after our scout player, scout being one of the classes, who was named Dio, and showed up late one time. And so the team decided to name it after him being late a single time. I still don't get it, but that's what we decided to do. So I was on the team Where's Dio. That was my first ever team, and we made it all the way to playoffs, which for my first time ever playing, that was really, really good. We made it all the way to playoffs, and during the first playoffs match, our team leader went to the team during halftime and said, okay guys, we won the first round, but let's all just be honest here. Does anyone want to keep playing? And nobody answered. So we forfeit the game and left. And that was my first team. Shortly after, I ended up playing on a team called Settlers of Kanto, which is a Pokemon reference, with the team leader named Katrina, who is a person I feel genuinely made me into a better human just by knowing them. She was wonderful and super nice to everybody, and just a great team leader to have. I also had other people like Contra and names. And that was a good team. We had a guy named Bulba who was from Hawaii, and every week we gave him one volcano excuse, which means that he could be late whenever for as long as he wants because of volcano, and we'll just accept it. But he only gets one a week. So that was our thing. Later, I ended up playing on a team that I ran actually called Clip Art. Yeah, our team logo was just whatever clip art I found at the time, and I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, we played, and I found out that one of my teammates actually lived in Minnesota and lived just on the other side of Minneapolis. I was like, oh cool, we should hang out. Now keep in mind, this team was made purely because I wanted to talk to these people, and I just thought they were fun people, and so we made a team. But we were all really good players, so we had to go into like a higher level division against other really good players. We got our asses handed to us every single week. It was terrible. We lost badly every single time. It went horribly. But we hung out in the middle of the season, and I was talking to him, and we were just watching silly videos, and at some point we ended up talking. Yeah, I mean, I'm Pan. He was like, yeah, I'm bi, but I've never really done anything with a guy. And I was like, I mean, I will suck your dick right now if you promise we'll win this week. So I did. And then we rolled the team. We destroyed them. We beat them so hard they left halfway through the match. Not like the first one, like we were still actively playing and their players just started leaving because they couldn't do anything. And we never won again. It was wonderful. Well worth it, mind you. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, another fun experience. I had this guy on my team. He was a British man. Rather stuck up, admittedly. He thought very highly of himself, and he had this sense of humor of saying things just for the shock value. One of those types of people.
Yeah.
You could never tell if he truly believed the stuff that he was saying, but he was definitely saying some things that weren't good. But either way, he was a higher level player that was willing to off-class, and he played with us, and he helped the team quite a bit, and this was still in my early times. And one of his favorite maps is, if you've ever played Team Fortress 2, the map Steel. It's been around as long as the game has, which was 2007. It's an old-ass game. And that was his favorite map, and he would go on long-winded rants about this map, and how like intricately and the aspects that he loved about it. And yeah, every time every time I play that map, I still think of his intensely long-winded rants. But it's weird being only 24. Like, Haas just left this, and yet I'm still like reminiscing on the good old times. And well, Katrina's quit the game. She is becoming a doctor. Balba, no idea what happened. Dio also quit the game. But most importantly, 789 days ago, in Great Britain, a car swerved off of a bridge. And since then, the player who loved Steel has not logged in ever since. His profile is still full of memorial comments saying how much they miss him, and it's just, these are experiences that I blew past as a kid, playing just a silly video game in my free time. And it's weird that I'll never be able to relive them. And I was thinking about that along with this experience, and I just want you guys to treasure all of this. It's great, and all of these people are great. I love you, Steve. Dylan, you're okay. The rest of you are great.